All right, shalom, shalom, Yasharala. First and foremost, I want to say Kal Halal, La Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Peace and salutations to the Akim out there pushing his truth and sincerity. And double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Tawada, this ain't going to be too long of a lesson, man. Probably be about 10 minutes or so, maybe a little more. I just wanted to go over the topic of faith, man. All right, faith by works, faith not without works, right? And to get started, we're going to jump into the book of James, chapter 2 and verse 14. It says, "What doth it profit, my brethren, though a man say he hath faith and have not works? Can faith save him? If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, Depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding ye give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doth it profit?" Right. In other words, you got a brother or sister, who needs some clothing, who could need shelter, who needs some food, who needs some nourishment in their stomach, right? It profits more for you to buy them a meal, for you to give them some clothes off your back, maybe, for you to, do something with action rather than just by saying, depart in peace, be warmed and filled, right? Be warmed and fulfilled, right? Verse 17, it says, "Even so faith, if it hath not works, is dead, being alone. Yea, a man may say, Thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works," right? So I'm gonna show you my faith by my works, right? I'm gonna show you my faith through action, right? I got a video, a couple of videos back, not too long ago, a couple weeks maybe, where I want in the title it says "Actions Forever Triumph Words," man. That's part of the title, is that actions forever triumph words, and that's so true, man. If a man is mute, he can't speak, or if someone is deaf, they can't hear, right? They're not going to hear the words that you're saying. You're not going to hear the words that a mute man can't speak unto you, right? You're going to know him by his action, and that deaf person is going to know you by your action, right? Actions forever triumph words, man, in anything in life. Actions are forever going to triumph words, man. Words can sound good. They can, be inspiring, motivating, uplifting. Words hold power too. But but action forever triumphs words, man. All right, so let's reread verse 18. It says, "Yeah, a man may say, Thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works," right? So I'm going to show you my faith by putting up videos throughout the week. I'm going to show you my faith by holding myself up to a certain standard. I'm going to show you my faith by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. I'm going to show you my faith by action, man. Not just by words. Not just because it sounds good, Not by just going to church every Sunday like a Christians, man. Because these wacky-tacky Christians, man, they are thrown off, man. They are on that false doctrine juice, man. I don't know. It's got them going, man. All right. Verse 20, it says, "But wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead," man. They're always trying to say they're justified by faith, man. They're justified by faith with no works, man. No works. All right. And this is an account right here, man. Let's read verse 21 first. It says, "Was not Abraham our father justified by works when he had offered Isaac his son upon the altar?" Right. If you know anything about this story in Genesis, Abraham had sons, man, but he didn't have his own son, right? Sarah, his wife, couldn't get pregnant, and she was already of old age, but they prayed unto the Most High. They asked him for this. And he gave it unto Sarah to have a child, even at old age, man. Even at old age, man. And, she was able to conceive. And basically, he had his son named Isaac. He finally had his own son, right? Um, and one day the Most High tested him, man. He basically led Abraham with Isaac, to an altar for Abraham to sacrifice his son Isaac unto the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. And Abraham was gonna do it, man. I'm sure, he might have had doubts in his mind and things like that. We all have things that creep into our subconscious, right? But ultimately, man, he was gonna do it, bro. He was about to kill his only son Isaac because the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, told him to, man. And right before he was about to kill Isaac, the Most High stopped him. He said, basically, man, like, wow, you basically, you proved yourself, man. You proved yourself, right? And we're going to see that in verse 22 right now. It says, seest thou how faith wrought with his works, right? See how faith with his works, and by works was faith made perfect, right? So his faith was made perfect, not just by him speaking of it, but by works, man. All right? It's beautiful, man. Verse 26 is, for as the body without the spirit, it is dead. So faith without works is dead also, right? This body don't last forever, man. One thing that I just said this in my last video. One thing that is certain about this life is that that is certain unto everybody in this lifetime. People believe in this no matter what, right? This is just something everybody knows this, right? That one day you're gonna die, man. One day this body is gonna decease, man. One day this body, it grows, it decays, and it dies, man. But the soul, man, the spirit, a lot of people don't believe this, is forever, man. And I don't know how it doesn't resonate with some people, man, but it's forever, man. All right? Now I want to get Hebrews 11 and 1. All right, this is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Right. And a perfect example of this is oxygen, man. You don't wake up in the morning doubting that you could breathe, right? I mean, you ever been swimming, right? You go under the water, there's no oxygen down there. You can't breathe. I mean, technically there is oxygen, right? 2 hydrogens, 1 oxygen is the makeup of water, right? But when you come up out of that water, say you were down there for a while, you never doubt that inhalation, man. You never doubt that, you're taking that deep breath, that much needed deep breath. You never doubted that, right? You knew once you got above that surface of the water that it was oxygen, you could breathe, right? You never doubted that, right? But you can't see it, all right? So that's an example right there, man. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen, right? The evidence of things not seen, man. People like the dude Ari Spears was talking about, man. He was talking about how he's so close to being on the verge of being an atheist. He's so close to being he questions God all the time, things like that. But then when he's going around the world, man, he looks at nature, he looks at animals, he sees the sky sometimes. Like, you ever see the sky and it's like got this pink orange tint to it, man? It's just like the sun setting. I mean, everything's so beautiful about it. You ever been, most people haven't, but you ever been out like in the middle of the ocean, no lights, nothing, and the stars, everything's so beautiful, man. And it's like, how could you doubt a higher power, man? How could you doubt Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man? All right? And what it says right here also, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, man. We hope to get out of this captivity, man. We hope that when we die, if the Most High see fit, that, he's got something else planned for us, man. That's the hopeful thing about it, man. That's what it means to be a hopeful elect, man. Not just saying you have faith, but by action, man. And I wanted to bring this out as well. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, and we're going to start at the top. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, right? Because the Most High told us things are going to happen. And when we see them happening, you know, when we measure the time diligently and see the signs pass, you know, we know that this prophecy is being fulfilled, man. We know these things that the Most High is working, man. He's working, man. All right. It says, then shalt thou understand that it is this very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people, right, man, there was just in Jamaica, man, there was just 7.1 or 7.7 earthquake, man. There was in Jamaica, man, being able to felt all the way up to Miami, bro. It's getting crazier, man. Earthquakes every day, every other day, you know. Crazy weather, you know. And like it says, uproars of the people, man. In South America, Venezuela, you know, in France, it's getting crazy everywhere you go, man. Not to mention the coronavirus, you know. Not to mention the prophecy being fulfilled as far as we're barely in the month of January, man, and they were already it was January 2nd or 3rd. There was already rumors of World War III, you know. Now we see Trump and the Israeli Prime Minister and you know some other foreign entities basically, you know, talking about peace, making a peace pact, right? And that's more prophecy according to the scripture, man. When they what is that, 1 Thessalonians 5:3, I believe, when they start to say peace and safety, you know, when they start to speak of these things, know that swift destruction is basically upon them, man. All right. So the whole point is not to get too comfortable here, man. All right, but I don't want to get too off topic. It says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Right, it was all set up from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. Now here's really the point I wanted to get at. It says, verse 7, and every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed shall be preserved from the said perils. You're gonna be saved from those horrors, man. The Most High is gonna save you from World War III. You're not gonna have to experience those nukes, right? But like it says, man, that's the point right there. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith. Not just by faith, man. Because like it says in James 2, man, faith without works is dead, brothers, man. So, you know, I hope this video was edifying, brothers. That's pretty much the point. You know, I hope it was somewhat inspiring and motivating. You know, all praise, honor, and glory be unto the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rakak Wadash. And with that, I say Shalom.